It begins the way every childhood memory does: warm, soft, and deceptively safe. A quiet suburban street at dusk, lawns trimmed into obedience, white fences glowing faintly under amber streetlights. Somewhere, a sprinkler ticks like a metronome, keeping time for normalcy, the kind of place where nothing bad is supposed to happen. Then a porch light flickers, just once. Off. On. Across the street, a second-floor window reflects something that shouldn't be there, a silhouette that lingers a moment too long before dissolving back into darkness. This is the live suburbia. That horror must come from elsewhere, another world, another dimension. Another place entirely. Stranger Things * taught us to fear what lives beyond the veil, but what if that veil never existed at all? What if the real terror has always been here, buried beneath asphalt, memory, and freshly cut grass? Because long before Hawkins, Indiana entered pop culture, real towns were already whispering, hush hush. Beneath the surface, real life Hawkins. Every small town has at least one name that stops conversations mid-sentence. A kid who never came home, a hunter who vanished a mile from his truck, a babysitter whose bike was found in a ditch, wheels still spinning. Police reports end with phrases like, "No evidence of foul play. Case remains open." Townspeople end their stories differently, with lowered voices and long pauses. In the woods outside these towns, people still report lights weaving between trees where no roads exist. Blue, red, sometimes pulsing, as if alive. Farmers talk about livestock refusing to enter certain fields, dogs that whine and pull at their leashes when passing specific stretches of road, birds that fall silent all at once. Living in a place like that changes you. You start memorizing escape routes. You teach your children which shortcut to take. You learn which nights feel wrong even when the sky is clear. And when something goes missing again, you don't ask if it's connected. You ask what? The whispers of the community. Ask a local historian, and they'll smile carefully before answering. These stories go back generations. They'll say, "My grandfather heard them from his grandfather." Old residents remember Cold War sirens echoing through the streets, bomb drills at school, rumors of government trucks parked near the woods at night. Economic collapse later added new fears: abandoned factories, closed mines, places where people used to work and no longer should go. Small towns don't forget. They compress memory. In tight-knit communities, fear doesn't disperse, it circulates. One rumor becomes a dozen variations. A strange sound becomes a pattern. A single tragedy becomes a warning passed down like folklore. When the inexplicable happens, suspicion grows sideways. Neighbors watch neighbors. Outsiders are never quite trusted again, and silence becomes its own kind of agreement. Unseen forces and local lore. The legends vary, but the themes repeat. Creatures spotted behind grocery stores, too tall, too thin. Moving wrong, bridges where cars stall and accidents happen without explanation. Empty lots where nothing will grow, no matter how many times the land is sold. Some stories evolve. The monster gains new features. The curse finds new victims. Just like the Upside Down, each retelling adds another layer, another rule, another boundary crossed. Skeptics offer explanations. Faulty witting amass hysteria. Animals misidentified in low light. And sometimes those explanations fit. Sometimes they don't. Some towns never build on certain land again. Some roads are quietly rewadded. Some names are never spoken aloud after dark. No official reason is ever given. Hush, hush, hush. Hush, asterisk. Is your town next? Think about your hometown, that place everyone avoids at night. That story adults brushed off too quickly. That disappearance no one likes to revisit. Every suburb has a shadow it pretends not to see. The scariest stories aren't written by screenwriters or streamed in bingeable episodes. They're whispered over backyard fences, shared at sleepovers, Warned about, never explained, and the most terrifying thought of all. The monsters were never in another dimension. They were always right next door.